Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well, and welcome to another Sunday. In this video I will be sharing the sitting position while you drive, or the sitting position for a car, for you to drive the car. And this is really important for you to get your sitting right. You have to make sure that you are sitting in a way so that when you are driving you feel comfortable and you are not fidgeting while you are driving, especially when you're learning. Many learners, when they are learning to drive something new, one of the problem they're getting is the position. Because it's not right, they're just fidgeting. They don't feel comfortable. So it is important for you to get the sitting right in the beginning before you start to drive. That way you will feel comfortable and you will feel safe for you to drive the car without any problem, without doing any fidgety or moving or trying to reach something which you can't, or is too near or too far. So the position of your sitting in the beginning is really important. Okay, so let's start the lesson. So basically what we are trying to do is to get our position right for us to drive the car. Okay, so you need to feel comfortable. You come in, make sure your door is shut, and then you sit. So you sit as normal, and you want to make sure that you reach the pedals properly. Okay, now if you are learning in a manual car, you have 3 pedals on the floor. You have the gas, which is the accelerator, the right one, and then you come to the middle, which is the brake, and the last one is the clutch. When you adjust your seat in a manual car, always adjust it with the clutch. Always put the clutch down to the floor and then adjust your seat. Why? Because the clutch goes the furthest down. It goes the furthest down. So if you put the clutch down to the floor, and if you could reach that and position your seat, that means it won't be any problem for the other ones, because the other 2 doesn't go as much as the clutch goes. Okay, so always adjust it with the clutch. So you put the clutch down to the floor. When you put the clutch down to the floor, you need to feel that you are not moving any other part of your body. Only the feet for that clutch should go down. Okay, so when you're doing that, your body shouldn't move. Okay, if your body moves, it means you need to go either forward or back so that your body doesn't move. Okay, so in this case I put the clutch down and I feel a bit stretchy, so I need to go forward. How do you go forward? Under the seat in this car I have a bar, and with that bar I could go forward and I could go backwards. Okay, so the car you are driving, most likely it will be at the same place. If not, make sure you know where that bar is or where that button is for you to move going back and forward. Okay, so I feel this is right, or a little bit more forward. I feel that's right. Okay, so when I do the sitting position, I want to make sure that I put the clutch down to the floor. Why clutch? Because that goes the furthest down, and I could reach without moving my body. So I'm not moving my body or anything. I could put it down to the floor. So that's the first thing. Second thing, okay, you want to make sure that your headrest is in a place where if something happens, if you stop the car in an emergency, you go forward and then you go back. When you go back, this should be there in a place where it's protecting your head. Okay, so it shouldn't be too much up, it shouldn't be too much down. The way to see it is, if you are too tall, make sure the top end of your headrest is around eye level. That's the minimum. Okay, the headrest, the top end should be minimum eye level. That's all. Basically what you are trying to do is, like I said, is to protect your head. So make sure that it is there, and if you need to adjust that, it goes up and down. Different car, the button could be in a different place. In this car, there is a button here just underneath. You press that and it goes up and down. Okay, the car you drive, maybe it's in a different place, so make sure you know how it goes up and down. If you need to adjust that, go up or go down a little bit, what you're trying to do is protect your head. Okay, the steering, am I close enough to the steering? Okay, now for the steering, you want to make sure that you are not too far and you are not too close. You have some bend here. Okay, you have some bend, so that when you go on the top, your body doesn't move. And like I said, the part you need for that control, only that part of your body should move. Before, it was the clutch, the feet only the feet was moving. This time I need my hands for the steering. It should only be the hands, not my body with the hands. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now is adjust the distance I am from the steering. So I want to make sure that I could reach without moving my body. Okay, if I can't, the back of your seat goes back and forward, the back, and also the seat goes up and down. Okay, firstly, if you want to put the seat up and down, there is a bar on this side. The car you are driving, make sure you know where that bar is. In this car, there's a bar here which goes up and down. Down for going down and up for going up. So I need to make sure that my height is okay, and then the back. The back is also here. At the back, there's a bar as well. The car you are driving, like I said, make sure you know where that bar is. So if I put that back, it goes back and forward. Okay, so I want to make sure that about here, this is just right for me. Okay, so I have that bend, and I could take the hands on the top and on the bottom without having to move my body. Okay, so number one, reaching the pedals without moving my body. Number two, my steering, I could go round the circle on the steering without moving my body, and I also have that bend. Okay, so this is where I will be holding, and that's how I will be driving. The other thing about the steering is you want to make sure that you have it positioned in a way so that you could see the speed and the gas, how much you are giving. You could see it, so the steering is not blocking. Okay, how do you adjust that? Most car, the steering will move. Okay, there is a bar in this car, there is a bar here. If I pull that, it goes down and up, and it comes up as well. Okay, so it goes, so you could do that. So adjust that so that you could see the speed and how much gas you're giving. You could see the front without having the steering blocking it. Okay, so make sure you have in a way. And when you're doing the seat and the steering, you want to make sure that you could see front of your car clearly, also the speed and the rest. You could see it from your position. So it's not like the steering is blocking the way and you can't see anything. You want to make sure that you could see from your position, your sitting position, where the speed and the gas and the rest, and also you could see the front of your car clearly. Once it's there, and then you lock it. Done. Make sure you lock it, because sometimes what they do is they unlock, adjust, and they forget to lock it again, put it back on. So make sure you lock it back on. So that's done. Okay, next thing I need to do is make sure that the mirrors are okay. I've got 3 mirrors. This one, side mirrors. So I've got 3 mirrors in total. I've got the top mirror, which is the rear view mirror. I've got the left mirror, and I've got the right mirror. I need to adjust the mirrors in a way so that, like I said, the body is not moving too much. The mirror moves, so move the mirror. So I'm moving the mirror. Use both hands. So I'm moving the mirror so I could see the whole window without stretching. Okay, so don't adjust it in a way so that you have to move. Okay, you should be able to see it without moving your head too much. Maybe just with your eyes you could see it. Okay, so adjust it in a way. Side mirror, there is a button here. It's here, the mirror. This button, this way, is for this one. And then I use the direction, whichever way I want to. This way, I could do it there, or press it that way, and I just adjust. When you're doing the mirror, you want to make sure, this is the left one, you want to make sure that you see the edge of your car. So with the direction I'm moving, can you see it? It moves. So the direction you're using is moving. What you should be able to see in the mirror is to make sure that you're not seeing too much of your car and not too less. You want to make sure you just see edge of your car, and the rest basically the road. You could see, in this case, you could see the pavement. So the edge of your car to make sure where your car is, so you know where your car is, and then you should be able to see the road or the pavement in this case. You don't want to see, like here, you can't see your car. If you can't see your car, that means you don't know how far you are from the pavement, or if there is a person on the pavement. You want to make sure that you see a little bit of your car, about this much. This will tell you how far, if there is a person walking, you are from the person. Okay, same with the right one. So this time you take it towards right, the button, you take it towards right, and then use the direction for it to adjust. So in this case here, as you can see here, it's a bit too much. So what do? Here it moves. Okay, so you have to see a little bit of your car, so you know where your car is, and then the road parallel, not up to the sky or down to the floor. You should be able to see the road straight back all the way. And like I said, bit of your car, make sure you see not too much and not basically at all. You need to see little bit, so basically about this much. So now I can see my car and I could see the road, so I know if there is a bike going round or a car going round, I know how far that bike would be because I know where my car is. Okay, make sure you know that. So just to summarize, so that you know, you want to make sure that the height is okay, the back of your seat is okay, you are not too far or not too close to the steering. The steering should be in a place where you could see the front clearly, the speed and the rest. Okay, adjust the mirrors in a way so that you don't have to move your body too much, the top mirror especially. Just make sure that when you are adjusting your seat, you are comfortable and you are reaching the pedals or the controls only with that part of your body that you need. For the steering, it's the hand. For the clutch or the controls, it should be your feet. For the mirrors, it should be your eyes or slightly your head. So make sure that you don't have to move your body too much for you to do something. You need to be comfortable and you need to do things easily from the position. So because everything moves, make sure you move and adjust in a way so that you are not moving or fidgeting too much when you are driving. So that's the main thing. Okay, so the main thing is you adjust in a way so that you don't feel uncomfortable when you are using the pedals or the controls of your car, and also you feel comfortable when you are driving the car. You don't feel uncomfortable, because if you do, then stop the car on the left by looking at the mirrors and adjust again just to make sure that you feel comfortable. Sometimes learners, they adjust and then while they're driving they don't feel comfortable, but they don't do anything about it. Make sure you ask your driving instructor, or just stop on the left by looking at the mirrors, putting the signal on, and then adjust the thing that you need to do, maybe the seat or maybe the steering or maybe the mirrors. Okay, and then start again. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give a thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And please do make a comment, what do you think of the video, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.